Big changes in the 2025 NYC Mayoral Race. New polls reveal shocking shifts in the numbers, and the dropouts could flip the entire game. Who's gaining momentum and who's losing ground? Let's break it all down. First, let's set the stage with the five-way race shaking up the Big Apple. Progressive firebrand Zohran Mamdani is leading the pack with a commanding 40.2% of the vote. Hot on his heels, former Governor Andrew Cuomo, running as an independent, is pulling 24.5%. Republican Curtis Sliwa, the Guardian Angels founder, is holding strong at 14.9%. Incumbent Mayor Eric Adams, also running independently, is lagging at 9.7%, while independent Jim Walden trails with just 1.6%. Talk about a crowded field. But here's the twist. These numbers could flip faster than a Times Square street performer if key players drop out. Let's dive into the what-ifs. Scenario 1. Andrew Cuomo calls it quits. Without the former governor in the mix, Mamdani surges to a whopping 47.1%. Sliwa climbs to 18.6%. Adams picks up steam at 16.9%. And Walden nudges up to 3.3%. Mamdani's progressive base, fueled by young voters and grassroots energy, clearly dominates when Cuomo's out. Now, what if Mayor Eric Adams steps aside? Mamdani still holds a strong lead at 46.1%, but Cuomo gains serious ground, jumping to 28%. Sliwa stays steady at 17%, and Walden ticks up to 1.9%. Without Adams splitting the independent vote, Cuomo becomes a real threat, but Mamdani's still in the driver's seat. Now let's get to the head-to-head showdowns, because this is where the race gets personal. In a one-on-one with Cuomo, Mamdani barely edges him out, 43% to 40.7%. That's a razor-thin margin, folks. Cuomo's experience and name recognition make him a formidable foe. But against Adams, Mamdani's in a whole different league, crushing it with 48% to Adams' 31.3%. The numbers suggest Adams' mayoral record is weighing him down, with voters hungry for change. So what's driving these trends? Race to the WH's polling shows Mamdani riding a wave of support from younger voters, renters, and progressives, pushing for bold policies on housing and public safety. Cuomo's banking on moderates and nostalgic Democrats, but his independent run is splitting the anti-Mamdani vote. Sliwa's holding the Republican base, especially in outer boroughs, while Adams is struggling to regain trust after a rocky term. And Walden? Well, he's the wild card, but his support's too small to shake things up, yet. With November 4th looming, the big question is, will Cuomo or Adams bow out to consolidate the independent vote, or will they keep splitting the field, paving Mamdani's path to City Hall? One thing's for sure, this race is a roller coaster, and we're all strapped in for the ride. That's the latest on the NYC Mayoral Race from today's Blueprint News.